On this episode of the Bronze Metalist podcast, we talk about Nespithe by Demilich. Welcome to another episode of the Bronze Metalist podcast. I'm Kale.
I'm OJ.
We're two professional broadcasters. We like metal. We like to talk about it. And it's Death Metal December, baby.
Is.
The most wonderful time of the year when we talk about 4 death metal albums. And this is surely one of them of all time. Which I feel like is setting up for, a negative review. Yeah. Which I don't know that this album deserves. This is considered a very influential album. It's a very important album. This band made this album and then imploded because of difficulties with their record label.
Right.
And they've never made another proper album as far as I can tell. They've released other stuff after they got back together, but I cannot find any other full release of this type. And yeah, their name I had heard before, but
well, Adversary of Emptiness is sort of was the thing they did as well.
Okay,
but yeah.
But yeah, like this is the Demilich album.
Yes.
This is the one that people know. If you look up recommendations for best death metal albums, and there was a chart that I was looking at of if you're interested in death metal, and here's all the different little subgenres and whatnot, and here's the most influential albums in those subgenres for you to listen to. And for progressive / technical death metal, there's Demilich. Here's Nespithe, and they're next to Gorguts and whatnot.
And this does have that kind of Gorguts feel to it. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's not quite as gratingly atonal as Obscura is. Obscura is Gorguts's how do I want to say that?
Their opus?
It's their opus.
Yeah.
Almost like mission statement. It's their strongest expression of their style taken to its furthest extent. Which is also kind of funny because it was the first time they even really tried being weird avant-garde death metal. Since then, they've made other material that's not nearly as difficult to listen to as Obscura is. But there are ways in which Obscura is difficult to listen to that this album is not quite the same way. We'll get more to it. This is an album I feel like I would have loved if it had different vocals on it. And we'll talk about that later.
In just a moment, yeah.
More than just a moment.
Okay, in a few moments.
Yeah. Like a half an hour. We'll bullshit, and then we'll talk about the album for 15 minutes, and then we'll die. When you're not listening to this podcast, we actually are dead.
Yeah, exactly. With the goodbye. The computer starts recording, and then we just slump over in the chairs.
We don't have. I was gonna say we don't have object permanence, but that's not what that is.
Right. We do not have just permanence.
We don't. We have no ontological inertia. I don't know. These are terms I don't. How are you doing?
You're right, man.
No.
I'm doing great. Okay, here's the deal. I feel exhausted. I can't stop yawning, but I think that's because I've been so tense for so long. Today that came to an end. So
because you continue. Sorry.
Yeah, well, because with my attorney and I talked with the I think judge from the bankruptcy board of North Dakota down in Bismarck. We and he asked me some questions, and none were controversial, and he didn't seem plussed
Yeah.
by any of the answers.
It's a normal day.
Yeah, he's like, okay, all right, thanks, buddy, see you later. And so I'm gonna get some paperwork saying that I no longer owe any money to a credit card company or a hospital.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, so
That's good. It's a weight off your shoulders.
it's a huge weight off my shoulders.
Yeah, I'm happy for you.
Now I can move forward.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So that'll be good. That'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
Because you were doing that this morning.
Yep.
You had a Zoom meeting with the bankruptcy board.
Yep.
I don't know how that stuff works.
It's just a dude.
I don't know how that works.
I don't know how that
I have money.
Let's talk to my attorney.
I mean, I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
I've never had to talk to an attorney.
Really?
In an official. I mean, I have a friend who is a lawyer, and I talk to her regularly. But
You play D&D with her.
Yeah, I don't speak to her in her capacity as a lawyer. Also, she's a prosecutor, so.
Wow, I don't know why I thought that was going to be a different word. Anyway, she's a lawyer by day.
No, she's also a prosecutor, so she's not necessarily the lawyer that I would be talking to were I in some sort of a legal embattlement.
Sure. If you needed a lawyer's advice,
I wouldn't talk to her.
Right.
I mean, okay, I might talk to her just as a general, like, hey, just vibes.
Yeah, just throwing this out there.
And then go and talk to a lawyer specifically, maybe.
So, you know what would be fun is, like, this Saturday night, just sort of let it slide that you may have killed someone. Anybody have any kind of advice or any expertise in this area?
So let's say hypothetically. Hypothetically.
I know a guy. Maybe.
A friend of mine.
Yeah. Asking for a friend.
I'm asking for a friend. What what should they do if they murdered some? Yeah. Could do that.
Maybe it wasn't murder. I don't know. I mean, we're jumping the gun here. I mean,
maybe it
did
wasn't.
I say gun? I mean gun. I mean,
who's to say it was murder? Maybe manslaughter.
Sure.
You know.
Maybe it was manslaughter.
Maybe it was manslaughter. Maybe it was Memphis. Is that Patty Loveless?
I believe so. Yeah.
Maybe it was.
Fatty Loveless.
Oh no!
Well, yeah, because
was she heavyset?
No. This had nothing to do with anybody making commentary about her at all.
Okay.
It was the dude who did the voiceover for Forebears for a very long time.
Okay.
Apparently, he didn't have like a pop filter.
Okay. Yeah, you've told. So he really softened any of his plosives.
He softened all of his plosives. So it was Fatty Loveless. Get on the 40 bus for Fatty Loveless and Forebears. And the best one was when they had the Clean Brothers Fucking Horse Symbol show. So I remember their rep for us, Ann, at the time.
Yeah.
She's like, we can't run that.
Yeah. It's not doable. Speaking of credit and whatnot, it's a thing that happened to me. So it's one of the three things that I have to talk about.
Okay.
It just feels weird. You're going like, taking care of the whole bankruptcy thing, and now I'm about to say.
And now here's your tort, your response.
Not my response to that. Just a thing that happened that is awkward after you having talked about that, which is that. So I paid off my student loans.
Yeah.
And
because
when
you
you
just happen to have that money laying around.
Yes. When when you do that, everybody knows your credit score takes a hit.
Right.
I didn't check my credit score before I paid off my loans.
Yeah.
I had no need. Like I have not needed to take out a loan.
Sure.
Since then, since I left school, so I've never really had much cause to look at my credit score.
Sure.
And I've always just assumed that it's probably okay because I make my payments on time,
right.
So on and so forth. I have no idea what my credit score was before. I didn't expect it to still be 780.
780? That's very good.
Which is quite good. I mean, 720 is the one everybody wants. You want, the 720 is like this is a good credit score, we'll give you money. And so yeah, I'm still good even after paying off my student loans, which feels nice. I wasn't expecting that. I just looked at it out of curiosity. Now that's only from one source. That's like the FICO credit score through my credit card company's banking app or whatever.
Let's see. I'm looking at my score now that I have.
Yeah, look at your credit score.
Let's see. Mine looks like it's it's not as bad as I thought. It's triple digit.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. That's Payment history, poor. Credit history, very good. New credit applications, very good. Types of credit, good. Debts, good. But payment history is shit. Because I knew I was filing for bankruptcy, and like, why would I pay these bills if this is just going to go away?
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
So yeah.
I mean, hey, you got now you can rebuild.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to get me like a small limit card and just do things like buy groceries or gas with it and just pay it off at the end of the month. Yeah,
I paid for Christmas gifts with my credit card. So yeah, that's I expected to have to do some rebuilding over time,
right?
But it seems like I won't.
Yeah.
So
right.
Yeah. That's nice to know as someone who hopes perhaps one day. Now I need like an app that's just like that. The only I'll hire a coder to write a script, and that script is just watching interest rates.
Sure.
All that script does is it's an AI that scours the internet for news about the interest rates, and whenever they go down, it sends me an alert.
I don't think you need to write that. I'm very positive that there are dozens of those apps.
That probably already exists. Because it's just like that, even once if I have the money that I would like for a down payment.
On a house.
Yeah, on a house. If if interest rates remain abysmal nationwide anyway, then I'm not going to do that because I don't want to be locked into something awful and then a year later they plummet and now I'm like, well, what the fuck?
Well, anytime
you can refinance, I imagine, but
right. The only time you refinance is if you can shave a half a point. If you can shave a half a point, it's worth it to do the refi.
But we'll see if that happens. Right. Mr. Back and forth on what affordability means.
It's a scam.
Well, I don't know if they were if the news was just playing an old clip to sort of kind of go like, but back in so and so, President Trump said this. But I heard him say he said the word again today. He said affordability, but he wasn't claiming it was a scam by the Democrats. So I don't know. I don't know if that was an old clip from a few years ago when that was the platform he was running on.
Right.
Before he apparently learned that it is, in fact, a scam created by the progressives and liberals.
Right. Affordability is a scam.
Yep.
I don't even know how logically that could be possible.
Not wanting to. Well, it's a scam because the Democrats are using it to trick you. They're using that word to trick you into voting for them. That's why it's a scam.
Ah, I see.
I doubt it's actually that logical. I doubt his reasoning is that logical.
No.
He just needs to have another conversation with Zoran Mamdani, and suddenly he'll go back. He'll go back to thinking that it's because he listens to whoever the last person he talked to was.
Anybody who's nice to him.
Yeah. If you compliment him and you are the last person to have a conversation with him, that's who he believes.
Right.
Oh boy, what a time we live in. What a wonderful, what a great, great time. Great time, good time, good time.
Great time, good time.
I got a new lamp.
Oh, you did?
I got a thing that actually I got an adjustable light for my painting desk.
Nice.
Which is nice. went to.
I don't know. I see this and I feel like we're about to watch a Pixar movie.
It's kind of like it doesn't have the little bass. Which, by the way, I think the I don't remember, some company that lamp is actually like the Pixar lamp, which has a name. I don't remember what the name is, but the Pixar lamp has a name.
Funny, it was like Lampy.
I don't remember. Yeah. I think it's named after the company that the design. Like, there's some like Swedish company, I think, not IKEA, but a Swedish company that like designed this lamp, and then Pixar used it in their logo. I think Pixar like got sued for it or something like that.
Really?
There was a little blurb about that in a extremely a 4-hour long video essay that Defunctland did about the history of the latter day history of animatronics at Disney.
Sure.
Which if I had a nickel for every 4-hour long video essay I have watched about something Disney related, I'd have 2 nickels. Which
it would be weird.
That's
8 hours of Disney documentary. Yeah.
But that was also shockingly interesting the whole way through. Of course, this one was Defunctland, which is a channel I've watched many times before. And
of course, Jenny.
The other one is Jenny Nicholson's experience at the Star Wars Hotel, which did get a mention in the other video. Although I don't think he specifically referenced Jenny Nicholson. He very well could have, because they've done content before together. But it was the Jenny Nicholson's Star Wars Hotel. Sorry, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. You have to talk like you are an influencer who's been paid by Disney.
It's funny. The first time I went to Disney was in the 1970s. Disneyland there in Anaheim. And there was a lot of animatronics going on there.
There still are a lot of animatronics at any Disney park.
I don't think they do the Country Bear Jamboree anymore, do they? Or there's that?
I don't know.
I love the Country Bear Jamboree. It was weird.
Yeah. Well, the end of the Defunctland video is talking about Disney making a horrifying looking Walt Disney animatronic in the style of like Conversations with Mr. Lincoln.
Yeah,
like their Abraham Lincoln animatronic, which was groundbreaking, revolutionary when they made it.
Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
And but also a lot of people thought like, you shouldn't do this. This is grotesque at the time. And sentiments were, unsurprisingly, exactly the same when they decided to make one of Walt Disney.
Using his actual frozen head.
If they had done that, I think it would have looked rather more gaunt and shrink-wrapped than the weird, bloated, wide... He's got a Corey Taylor neck.
Really?
His face is weird looking. His head is too big. It's the animatronic is really bizarre looking. In a way that I'm sure if there was video, if there was a film of Abraham Lincoln alive and speaking to an audience, the way that there is so much content of Walt Disney,
right?
I'm sure the Lincoln animatronic would have looked about as odd as the Walt Disney one does. I think the process for designing the face was about the same, because they used the actual life mask that was taken of Lincoln,
right?
Which has been used as a reference for a bunch of different stuff over the years. But they used the actual cast of Lincoln's face for this animatronic. But I'm sure it still would have looked weird. The Lincoln animatronic, I think, is also even taller than Lincoln was in real life,
right?
Because we all know Abraham Lincoln was tall, but he was only 6'4".
Right. He wasn't
that's tall. It was incredibly tall, freakishly tall even for the 1800s. But today, he might be the tallest guy in a room. Like this, it's not that crazy to run into somebody that's 6'4". So when they made the animatronic, they wanted him to be larger than life, and they literally did that.
Made
so
him like
he's
9 feet tall.
He's as tall as a space marine.
Right.
Now, instead of Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, Abraham Lincoln Space Marine.
I would watch that.
I don't think Abraham Lincoln's ideas would go over well in the Imperium of Man.
Oh.
I don't think he would. I don't think he would fit in politically in that grim, dark future. Depends on the place. It's a big galaxy.
Speaking of really tall, this past weekend, me and my 14-year-old, we watched the Netflix Frankenstein movie.
The Del Toro.
Yeah, it was really good.
I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Yeah.
I mean, that Guillermo del Toro, he knows how to make a film.
I think, if he keeps his shoulder to the wheel, he might have a career ahead of him.
He might even get himself a Best Picture.
Who knows?
It still pleases me that a movie like Shape of Water won Best Picture.
Right. It's basically porn. I mean, isn't it? Sea creature porn.
No. Not any more that any other romance movie is porn. I don't think Shape of Water is any more pornographic than like.
They were touching.
Have you seen that porno, Love Actually? That famous porno, Love Actually. Disgusting. I heard people hold hands in that movie.
Oh, actually, they do. There's a couple of scenes where they're making a porn.
And
yeah, it's my God, why am I forgetting his name? Famous actor. He was in The Office, the British version. He was
Ricky Gervais.
No.
I don't remember the cast
Jim
of
character.
Love.
He was also in The Hobbit. He was he's famous. He was in lots of movies.
I know who you're talking about, but I'm picturing his face in my head. I can't remember his name.
I should know it right
either.
off the top of my head. Yeah, he played. He was John Watson.
Yeah, in Sherlock.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name either.
Wow, why? Why don't we remember these?
I don't know. He's just a perfectly pleasant white man. Doesn't seem like he's bothered anybody, so why do we need to remember his name?
I want that on my tombstone.
A perfectly pleasant white man. Just didn't bother anybody. Just he just existed. And that's good enough. That's all we can hope for.
And the funny thing is, I can only imagine somebody walking through the wherever they put my corpse. Where they
the trash?
They're walking by that dumpster that day.
Die, just throw me in the trash.
just go get me a cinch sack. hefty. But I mean, yeah, I would love to see them see that and then go. Somebody thought he was pleasant?
How about an inoffensive white man?
Well,
not offensive enough to be nationally notable.
Right, there you go.
How about that?
Or maybe just right out of a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Mostly harmless.
Mostly harmless.
There you go.
I think mostly harmless is a decent goal.
Yes.
In life, to be mostly harmless. I think that's fine. Yeah.
So what about you? What you been up to?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing really. I don't know.
Nothing, honey?
Yeah, I don't know. I was extremely tired today.
Yeah.
I slept terribly last night. And I don't know. I've felt really burnt out lately, and
yeah, me too.
I don't know. I've got time off coming up at the end of the month. I took the most of the Christmas to
the corridor.
The corridor.
Yes.
The post-Christmas corridor.
Yeah.
I took most of that off this year with my remaining time off.
Did you leave any of it for me?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because the corridor is the best time for me.
Yeah.
To watch 14 hours worth of movie.
Yeah. I took 26. So Friday and then Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
I think that's most of it. Because then Wednesday is New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm. We usually work New Year's Eve, though, don't we?
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, but we have New Year's Day off.
Typically, yes.
I wish they did all holidays that way. I wish you had the holiday itself, like Christmas. I'll go to work on Christmas.
Yeah.
Don't make me go in on the 26th. I mean, that's when I'm in a food coma. You got a slight hangover.
I think that it really depends on where your family is at, though. Because I wouldn't want to do that. Mm-hmm. We get off work at 4:30, and then I got to drive an hour and change in the dark in the winter.
Right.
And also Christmas Day is also Christmas morning.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
It's
I forget about that.
Honestly, it's less Christmas Day and more Christmas morning. Like, it's on Christmas Day. The holiday is on Christmas morning. I feel like Christmas ends at about 3 p.m.
Sure. It ends after Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
Once Christmas dinner is over,
then it's done.
Yeah, I'm gonna go lay down.
Then it's no longer a holiday.
You might not see me till tomorrow.
Then it's nap time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I just haven't really been doing much of anything.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I need to start some kind of narrative focused game.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I should probably replay like Baldur's Gate 3 or something, just because I feel like I'm playing, I'm having fun. I'm playing a lot of Space Marine 2 still.
Nice.
And I'm having fun with that. I just feel like I'm not accomplishing anything. And it's like,
mm-hmm.
You don't need to have hobby time or free time.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to feel like you're doing. You shouldn't have to feel like you're doing something.
Right.
It's like when you're talking to someone about a hobby of yours, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "Oh, so do you make money doing that?" And you're like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Shut it! Get out of my face! Don't even ask me a question like
mm-hmm.
that. It's a hobby." Hobbies. It's nice if you like doing something and can make money doing it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But when that becomes the point, then it's not a hobby anymore. That's a job.
Yeah.
And that's how a lot of people fall out of love with things they previously enjoyed doing.
Yes.
Is by bringing money into the equation.
Right. Like wives. Yeah.
But. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I need to be engrossed in some kind of a story.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm reading.
Which I started doing that this weekend.
Yeah.
Kind of engrossed in the story.
You started playing Cyberpunk, right?
I did, yeah.
How far did you get?
Not an incredible distance. I mean, obviously I got through the... You go steal that car, and then you get busted with that other guy.
Jackie.
Jackie.
So you're doing Street Kid.
Yep.
I would recommend,
mm-hmm.
Because Cyberpunk is definitely there's so many different ways to do stuff.
Yeah.
But I would say don't be afraid to just leave it on a lower difficulty if you want, because
it's on normal.
Okay. Like earlier on, enemies can be a little bullet spongy.
Yeah.
Depending upon your build. And in the prologue. There's a decent amount of side content. The first time I played Cyberpunk, mm-hmm. I kind of went straight through the first set of story missions without doing much side content,
mm-hmm.
and I got to some parts and into some fights in the climax of the epilogue, and people were just not going down. It was like dumping 3 full magazines into a guy, into what seems like they're supposed to be just a basic dude,
mm-hmm.
And they were not dying. So don't be afraid to faff about a little bit, off the bat.
I tend to do that anyway. That tends to be my way to play through a game. Is that like when you're doing the final battle? Now completion. There you go. I finished the game. I did the whole thing.
I will say, if you do commit to doing side content and whatnot, and are thorough about it the way that I am, because I'm obsessive, even after they updated the fight to try and make it more difficult, the final boss fight of the main story,
mm-hmm.
can still be hilariously easy, even on the hardest difficulty. Now, I was pretty into optimizing my character, so maybe that is not true for everybody. But I still found I think was max level again, but to the final boss fight, it still felt very one-sided, in a way that almost felt incongruous with the way that the character I was fighting has been presented across various different cyberpunk media. So yeah, if you don't do everything, you might preserve a little bit of tension,
Sure.
Which can be nice. It feels nice to be like a combat god in cyberpunk, because there's so much stuff that there's so many different little neat tricks that you can do, because the tagline of the cyberpunk franchise is style over substance.
Yeah,
like that's I guess I don't know when that was introduced. I don't know if that's a 2077 thing, or if that goes all the way back to the original tabletop books from the 80s. I don't know.
I don't remember that from the.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a Mike Pondsmith thing, or if that's a
TTRPG,
or if it's a CD Projekt Red thing. But not to say that they're entirely different, because Mike Pondsmith was very involved in the production of the game, which also pleases me greatly. That the CD Projekt Red wasn't like, we're making this game and we're not talking to the person who made this property, which was sort of the case with The Witcher, but not because CD Projekt Red didn't want to, but just because for a long time, Andrzej Sapkowski just didn't fucking care. He thought video games were bullshit, and he sold the rights for them to make the game and basically told them to fuck off, more or less. Like he was not interested in the Witcher video games, I think, until they started becoming successful, and bringing a lot of new fans into the world of his books and getting them interested in reading the books he wrote. And he's like, oh, actually, there may be something to these video games. And now he's like all buddy-buddy with CD Projekt Red, like he wasn't an asshole to them for years.
And suddenly, like, hey, you TV show? Exactly. He's like, yeah, all right. Apparently branching out is lucrative,
I guess. I mean, he was probably that isn't the first Witcher TV show,
isn't it?
There was a Polish TV adaptation in the early 2000s, and it starred exclusively sausages. You, the listener, didn't get to see the obviously hungry face he made the moment I said Polish.
Yeah, it's like, oh, man. I'm almost out of mustard.
Yeah, no,
anyway, what were you saying?
There was a Polish TV adaptation of The Witcher back in the early 2000s, I think, with some hilariously bad CGI. So TV was like traditional media, because Andrzej Sapkowski is an old man.
Sure.
So I think that was fine with him. Video games was kind of like, video games isn't art.
I saw the cover. I guess it was the. Oh my God!
I have no idea what you could want to say next.
The thing you click on.
A thumbnail.
A thumbnail. Thank you. I saw the thumbnail for season 3 of The Witcher.
I think it's 4.
Is it 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The new one with Liam Hemsworth. That's
weird.
4. Season 4.
It seems odd.
Yeah, it's I mean, the first season. I watched the first season of the show. I thought it was all right.
Yeah.
It was okay. It felt like a very kind of an expensive but generic fantasy TV series, which is kind of the story for every fantasy TV series since Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones did it amazingly well, and all of the other people who have wanted to capitalize and have a dark, gritty fantasy TV series have just ended up making something that feels very... They always look wrong. And I think it's because so many of them film on sets instead of on location.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a certain they look cheap too.
You know what? One thing I feel it makes them look cheap is the fact that all the costumes are always so fucking pristine.
Yeah.
That makes it feel like they're a toy of some kind instead of like something in reality.
Well, and there's also like, I mean, I'm an armor nerd.
Right.
And just medieval stuff in general. Mm-hmm. But like armor especially is one of those things that is so easy to do so wrong and make look bad. One of the things that's so great about the Peter Jackson movies is all of the armor is like is historically inspired based on designs that were come up with by artists who took that seriously and like incorporated I think Ted Naismith and I can't remember the name of the other guy, but they were like long-time Tolkien artists who had been making art from The Lord of the Rings for decades before the movies were made, and Peter Jackson got both of them on board. And they did the concept art for the movies. And then they based the designs. And when they made like the armor that the soldiers of Gondor are wearing, that like that sort of Romanesque plate armor that they're wearing, it's beautiful, and it's all real metal.
Right.
It's all real metal. I think they probably had some stuff made of foam for like stunts and whatnot, because depending upon the shape and the fit, you probably don't want to fall down the stairs wearing that.
But they made it look real.
They made it look real, and it does. You can see on camera that it looks like it's made of real metal. Mm-hmm. None of the armor in like Rings of Power that I've seen, which again, I only watched the first season because I watched that and went, yeah, I don't need to see anything else. All of the armor in Rings of Power looks so fucking fake to me. None of it looks like it's actually made of metal, with the exception of maybe Galadriel's armor. Mm-hmm. All of the rest of it looks awful to me.
Well, it looks like, there was a bad communication. They crossed their wires. Like, oh, you didn't bring the armor. Got to run to Party City. And
the like sort of leather. I think it's supposed to be leather. Either that or it's supposed to be bronze. There's this like the cuirasses that the Númenóreans are wearing.
Sure.
The shape, first of all, is awful because they're just perfectly flat, which is not what you want on armor.
No.
The shape is terrible. They look like they're being worn backwards. They look like the back protection is on the front. But yeah, it's
Númenóreans famously had back tits. Yeah.
Bob had back tits. But yeah, it's just like a lot of the armor just looked really fake and cheap to me, and that extends into so many different other parts of the costuming where everything is just clean, it's too pristine, and when people are dirty, they look like they were very obviously made dirty in a makeup chair. Right. And it's odd to me because Rings of Power is one of the most expensive television shows ever made in the history of mankind. Mm-hmm. And it's like, where's the money going? Because it doesn't seem like it's going into costuming.
And there was also a Witcher shoot-off, wasn't there? Or offshoot? Spin-off?
I think so. I mean, there's been some animated ones, which were quite good, as I understand, but I don't...
No, I mean,
there was it was like Blood of the Elves or something?
Something like that, yeah.
I heard that was fucking awful.
Yeah. I watched all of it, but...
Speaking of Witcher... Yeah. Before we talk about Demilich, which we've been avoiding, one last thing about Witcher and armor. Uh-huh. In the first season, the armor that the Nilfgaardians are wearing is infamously terrible because it looks like it's made of a black leather ball sack. It's weirdly wrinkly in a way that, like, the showrunners tried to say, it's impromptu. It was quickly made and it's impromptu. It's like, that doesn't look like cobbled together pieces of armor. That is something that was made on purpose because the design is uniform across. When soldiers are like cobbling together a set of armor, you'd expect one guy, okay, this guy's wearing a little bit of chainmail and maybe he's got one plate pauldron and there's some leather bits in there.
He's wearing a bucket.
Yeah, he's got, maybe one guy's got a proper like clothes helm and another guy has a kettle helmet or something, like not different kinds and styles. They're all wearing exactly the same armor and it all looks exactly like a wrinkly ball sack. I saw some stills of the Nilfgaardian armor from the second season and it does look significantly better. Mm-hmm. But I just didn't really have interest in watching the second season because the first was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah,
that's fine. And then Henry Cavill left and I lost all interest. Still waiting for your Warhammer show, Henry. When are you gonna get that? You and Amazon, come on. All right, let's talk about Demilich.
All right.
So Demilich is a Finnish death metal band. They started playing in the early 90s, put together a number of demos, and this was their first and for the longest time only album. I guess, like I mentioned, they've got other material that is available, but the exact nature of that is not clear to me. This is definitely their most well-known album and was for an extremely long time their only album.
Yep.
And the band dissolved pretty much immediately after its release because of a bunch of disputes with their record label.
Yeah.
But from the beginning, they wanted to make a really boundary-pushing album that, you know, definitely leaned into a lot of stuff that wasn't super present in death metal at the time. Like Death, being arguably the first death metal band, definitely had progressive elements that would only get stronger as time went on, but like they weren't quite there yet. And like progressive death metal, I feel like wouldn't really take off until the second half of the 90s. And especially something that was as technical and sort of avant-garde as this, like we've already mentioned, Gorguts. And that wouldn't be till 1998 that they made Obscura, which kind of became the next sort of landmark. So this was sort of the first big thing of like, oh, you can do this sort of stuff.
Right.
And so the musicianship is incredible. Like the songwriting is really intricate and interesting. There's stuff that's really discordant, but in a controlled, like, it's not messy. This is not a messy album. But
however, and by the way, I feel this is another reason that the band broke up immediately, because their singer had such terrible stomach issues.
He kept on throwing up into the microphone. So like I said, the musicianship is stellar. But then when it came to the vocals, it is all this extremely gurgly, very, very I want to say thin.
Like thin
fry register, like the like down there, drenched in reverb so that it actually stands out in the mix.
Right.
And it sounds like someone is like burping or belching or it's. I hate it.
Yeah.
I actually hate the vocals on this album.
Yeah.
There's been plenty of albums that we've listened to where I'm like, yeah, the vocals aren't really my thing. Like you know, that's one of the big things that keeps me from liking Megadeth. So I don't like Dave Mustaine's vocals. But this is it's so odd because I wanted to I want to love this. I just wish someone would take all the vocals out and put some either have it be instrumental or put some normal goddamn death metal vocals in there.
Or hell, even, you know, like Debbie Boone or something. I mean, I don't like, and they're far from the only death metal band that does this style of vocals. I've heard this before and I've always gone, that's not for me. Right.
That's not for, but it's usually, these styles of vocals are usually on songwriting that is much less interesting. Not to say that it's bad, but like this is the type of vocal that you tend to hear on like really really nasty like war metal or slam metal or something like that. Like really, really, really gory stuff that sounds like it was recorded in a toilet. Because that's the point, that's the style. Sure. But like just really, really heavy and sort of kind of caveman sort of sort of sloppy sounding death metal, which this is not.
Right.
But it's got those vocals on it, and I desperately wish for like Chuck Schuldiner style vocals on this, or put Corpse Grinder on it. Like it feels like there's a disconnect between the vocal style, or if it was just if these vocals are at an 11 of this style of deep guttural vocals, dial it back to like a 9.
Sure.
And I think I would like it. I don't mind really deep, gross guttural vocals. I fucking loved Whitechapel's newest album.
Heck yeah.
And Phil's doing gross shit all the time on that album.
Right. And with his voice.
And with his voice. Yeah. But I've listened to enough deathcore in my life that I don't mind when vocalists make really weird gurgly noises. But this is all that there is. If it was used for effect, if this croaky sort of thing that he's doing was used for effect every once in a while, that would be fine. But it's all there is. It's like Attila from Mayhem.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck he was doing on their first album.
Yeah, that was difficult.
It's like, I just, yeah.
Did I tell you, by the way, speaking of gross stuff, did I tell you what band my youngest child discovered?
I don't know. I don't remember.
AC.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
We were listening to that, and he's like, have you heard this before? And it's like, oh, I know that song.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah. He says, I can't say any part of the name of this song. I'm like, no, I'm glad you don't.
Yeah.
It means you're a good person.
And speaking of song names,
yeah,
that is one of the things about this album that is entertaining.
Yeah,
is the long, ridiculous, and weird song names. Like, for example, the second song,
track 2. Yeah,
the 16th six-toothed son of 14-4 regional dimensions. Parentheses, still unnamed. Does that mean the 14-4 regional dimensions are still unnamed?
Or is it the sun that's unnamed?
Yeah. Or inherited bowel levitation, reduced without any effort. I don't know what that even means. The putrefying road in the 19th extremity, somewhere inside the bowels of endlessness. The planet that once used to absorb flesh in order to achieve divinity and immortality, parenthesis, suffocated to the flesh that it desired. What?
Those are great song names. They stick in your mind.
I just said them and I can't remember what they're called. Yeah. All I will remember is that the song names are long and ridiculous.
And one of those is actually my favorite song on the album.
I didn't write down a favorite.
Did you?
Well, let's get to our checklist here. Does it slap?
Yeah.
Musically, yes. I think the songwriting slaps. It's very inventive. The riffs are good. It's this is I if they released an instrumental version, I feel like I would listen to it. I was making a face the entire time I was listening to this album, and it wasn't the face of enjoyment.
No,
it's close to the face I make when there's a really nasty riff.
Yeah,
but it was slightly off. You know, I guess I didn't look at scores. So what is your favorite song? Because I couldn't pay close enough attention to any of the songs. In order to determine which one my favorite was.
I think it is the 16th six-toothed son
of 14-4 regional dimensions.
I think that is my favorite song on the album.
Okay. I think I remember kind of enjoying The Cry.
Yeah, that's very good, yeah.
But yeah, the vocals just really kept me. It's this is going to be one that averages out.
Yeah.
Right? So let's get to what metal do you bestow upon this album like Maz Kanata to Chewbacca?
It's a silver, I think.
Yeah. If the songwriting were not so strong, I would give it a bronze.
Yeah.
But the songwriting is so strong that I'm giving this a silver.
Despite the vocalist.
Despite the vocals. Which, by the way, the vocalist is also one of the guitarists. I don't know if lead guitarist or if they bothered making a distinction between lead and rhythm. So the band, by the way, consists of, or it consisted at this time anyway, of Antti Boman, who's the vocalist and also one of the guitarists, Aki Haitonen, also on guitars, Ville Koistinen on bass, and Mikki Virnes on drums. That was my best attempt at a bunch of Finnish names.
Right. You got finished with the list. That's
yes.
Good. Congratulations.
But yeah, it's a silver by the virtue of the songwriting alone. I feel like with more enjoyable vocals, I might have given it a gold.
Who knows?
But who's to say? So I know what we want to talk about next week.
Yeah.
There's a newer album from this band that I had forgotten we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Because originally I was like, let's talk about that. Oh, we already did. So instead we're going back one from their newest album. I want to talk about the album Planetary Clairvoyance by Tomb Mold.
Oh, Tomb Mold.
Yes.
I like Tomb Mold.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll talk about that next time. But until then, thank you very much for listening to another episode of the Bronze Medalist Podcast. I'm Kale.
I'm OJ.
Congratulations. We really fulfilled my promise of talking about random bullshit for a half an hour and then talking about the album for 10 minutes.